Hey guys, what's going on? It's Skater Boy. I don't even know what the numbers are, but with that, let's get into the story time about the time we got kicked off of a school just because I was skateboarding. So just to let you guys know, I got a new mouse, so I'm gonna have some new X-Defiant gameplay, and it's gonna look a lot better. Write down in the comments if you think that the new Modern Warfare, if I should be playing that, or if you guys want to be watching X-Defiant, alright? Because these videos are for you, alright? Not for me. So with that, this is the time that I got kicked out of school. So this happened about 3 weeks ago. Me and my friend were hanging out, alright? And it was a low-key day. We got done with the gym, and you're like, hey, let's go skate. So we pull up to this high school, and me and him are hitting this ledge for a little bit. I brought my little flat bar, so I was hitting that. And my friend, he's not that good at skateboarding, right? So he tried to like skate in the curb a little bit. I brought some wax for him, so he was hitting that. If you guys don't know what wax is, it's this like a candle. You rub it up on a curb, and it makes it a little bit more slippery, so that way you can like actually like grind it and not get stuck. Right, because you can't go super fast on like painted curbs, but still, right, you're gonna get stuck and you can't grind that far, especially when you can't go that fast. Because I let him use my board, and I'll be honest, I got some really bad bearings. All right, the bearings in there are all messed up because I was skating in the rain for a little bit, but it was a nice day and it was cloudy, so it started raining a little bit, and that kind of comes into place in a little bit. So we're out there skating. I'm hitting the ledge in my flat bar. My friend's trying to skate this curb, and it comes around to like 9:30. All right, and 9:30 at night. So I'm skating, like I said, and I'm like, hey dog, I'm kind of bored. Let's go do something else. He's like, you know what we should do? We should go take some Instagram pictures on the roof. And I was like, okay, why not? Because lots of kids go on this roof. It's easy to climb up if you're kind of tall, right? I'm 6'4", so I'm just kidding. I'm actually like 6'2", but it's pretty easy to climb if you're not super short, because you have to step on this little like on like the side of this window sill, and you like hop up, do the muscle up. So I hop up on this like first little platform thing. It's like this undercover part, and I like hand out my hand. I help pull up my friend a little bit because he's kind of scared of heights. I used to be scared of heights, and then I did some things, and now I'm not scared of heights. So eventually we go up on top of the roof. I brought my skateboard. My friend didn't because he's not that good, and it just starts dumping. And where I live, the weather's bipolar. All right, so it can be raining from like 2 hours to 2 weeks to 5 minutes. So it just dumps for 5 minutes. Like the hardest rain you've ever seen, minus like a little bit. All right, so it's dumping hard, and these are big raindrops, and it's just. Have you ever like got on in this? It looks like a shower, right? That's the best way I can describe it. It's basically a shower. So on top of this roof, it has this nice little slope, and this slope is like perfect for skating. It's not vert, but it's like all. It's like a really really unshallow half pipe. If you don't know what a half pipe is, it's like a circle, but they cut it in half, and then they cut it down the middle. So it's just kind of like this slope, and instead of it like going vert, it's kind of like a little hip. If you guys don't skate, then it's just like basically a ramp. All right, but the ramp goes like kind of high. I'm just trying to explain this for people that don't really skate or know how this works. So I go up and I do a kick flip, and it's slippery, right? So I do a kick flip and I slip out, right? So my board goes shooting, and I fall, right? And I'm like, when I fall, I slide down the ramp just a tiny bit. So when my board shoots out, there's this lady. Sorry, not. I don't know what gender they are. They have like a bob cut, and they're a janitor. I talk to this person all the time, and they have like a voice that's not super high pitched, but not super low pitched. They kind of look like a man, but they also kind of look like a woman. I don't know what they are. I don't care. I talk to this janitor pretty often. Well, I did at the time. And they're pretty cool. So I shoot out, and my skateboard shoots out, and it lands super close to this custodian because it's 9 o'clock, right? They're getting off. So they all of a sudden look up. What the hell happened? And I'm like hiding with my friend, like, dog, should I go get my board? Stay up here, alright, I'll go grab my board. And like I poke my head up and I look a little bit like a peeping Tom when this happens. I'm like, I apologize. What the hell are you doing on the roof? Listen, it's such a good skate spot up here. It's such a good street spot. There isn't any like it. I'll come down. Are you up there? I'll check the cameras right now to see if there's anybody else up there. No, it's just me. I'm sorry. I was going to say sir. I was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. Ma'am? What do you mean by ma'am? I'm like, I apologize, sir. What do you mean by sir? I'm like, I don't, what are you? I'm a they, them. Oh, I'm sorry, them. So I hop down the roof, and they're yelling at me this whole entire time. They're like, why the hell are you in the roof? Why would you do this? Do you know how dumb that is? You're not even wearing a helmet. You could fall. I almost got hurt. I'm calling the cops if you don't leave in 2 minutes. And keep in mind, there's 3 cars in the parking lot, counting the janitors. Me, my friends, and the janitors. So I hopped on the roof, right? And who the hell's car is this? I'm like, I don't know. Some hippie guy was like walking around, because there's like this little nature trail. And I'm like, oh yeah, this hippie guy with long hair is walking down there. A hippie guy driving a Ford 250 dual wieldie. I guess they're revolving, alright? I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to do. Well, I'm closing this gate. And guess what's going to happen if I close this gate? Whoever that hippie is going to get stuck. Because they did not believe. They didn't believe that I was up there by myself. So it's like, okay. So I drive out. I tell my friend. I text her over Snap, like, hey, stay there. She's like, they. We're like, who are you texting? Like, my mom. I'm telling her good night. Because it's 9:30, right? So I drive up. They also drive up. And they're following me. And I was going to do like a little stall and be like, oh, I got to do something real quick. And make sure that they don't lock the gate. Because there's a gate that stops them from going into the parking lot. And my friend's car is stuck in there. So I drive. I'm like, oh, shit. So I drive home. I grab my bolt cutters. I'm like sending my friend a video message saying, hey, stay there. I'm grabbing my bolt cutters. I'm not going to like cut up the whole entire chain. I'm just going to cut right where that little, where the chain is. And then that way you can't really tell, right? I'll just grab my pliers, squeeze it down so that way you can't really tell. So that lady, they follow me. And I'm like, what the hell? They're like following me almost home. So I pull into home. And the car, like, that the lady, she stops and she waits for me. I hop out my car. She's, like, in the road, and I'm, like, pulling into my driveway. And I walk into my garage. I'm, like, kind of waiting. I'm, like, peeking my head, like, pixel peeking, like Rainbow Six Siege. They finally drive away. I got my bolt cutters. I have my pliers. I pull in to the high school. And guess who's waiting for me? Not just my friend. But the janitor. So I'm like, shit. So I pull in there. I'm like, yeah, I just want to skate a little bit longer. I figured, why not? It's Friday. All right, I'm trying to enjoy my weekend. She's like, are you doing any narcotics? I'm like, no. I am skateboarding. I am high on life right now. Because let's be honest. My friend was trying to get high. And not with drugs. He was on top of the roof still. Okay, he was like peeping his head up, kind of pixel peeking. It looked like he was going to try to spawn camp, just like Rainbow Six Siege. So, my friend's, he's peeking his head up. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to skate for a little bit, alright? So I skate, and I'm there till 10, right? So, eventually, the person leaves. I run back up to my car. I cut the bolt, and there's a lock. So I cut right where the lock is, and then I undo it, because the lock's still attached to the fence. And I pull the chain off. I pull the gate, because it's like a sliding thing. It's like a really, really janky looking thing. So I pull it back. I tell my friend to hop down. He hops off the roof. He drives his car out. I put the fence, or like the little swinging gate part back. I grab where I cut. I put it back on the lock, and I squeeze it with my pliers. So you can tell that someone messed with it, but listen, it's kind of functional. So with that, that's the whole entire story. I almost got to 10 minutes. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope I sound coherent. With that, like and subscribe, and yeah. Truth.